Hey, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and in this video we are going to know about the complete roadmap for DevOps engineer if you are starting from scratch or if you are looking for a domain change or you are from non-IT to IT. Everything will be covered in this video, completely starting from the roadmap to what kind of certifications you have to do in 2025, where you can do the job search, what kind of resume templates you have to make sure that your resume is getting selected for jobs, right? So let's get started into this video. Make sure that you are liking the video, and the like target for this video is 200 likes, because all this research is based on my 8 years of experience where I have spent in Infosys, Verizon, Walmart, and other companies which I have cracked, like SAP, Informatica, Paytm, Dun& Bradstreet, Amazon, and many more companies. So let's get started without wasting much time. First, I'll start with the DevOps Engineer roadmap for 2025 so that you come to know what are the things which are very much important to take care. Let's get started. So if you are aware, I have already shown you my LinkedIn job section where I was very much active in applying jobs in last 2 months. And what I have seen is, as a DevOps and SRE engineer, you need to know coding. So apart from all the things, the number one priority I am keeping for you guys, to my community, those who are watching, is coding. In coding also, there are three types of languages which everyone is looking at. One is Python, second is Golang, and third one is any kind of Java or any kind of basic programming knowledge should be there. But the top priority among the coding should be Python, because nowadays people are giving you HackerRank, Lead Code, or any kind of platform to judge your skills. So they will be giving you a link where you have to do coding, and especially they are asking you to do the coding in Python. Shell scripting, I am keeping it last because that is also a little bit required in terms of talking verbally, but when you are trying to do the coding, Python is must. Now, what are the scenarios that you are going to know in Python are basically REST API automation. Let's say you are hitting the Jira portal, changing the data, right, with the help of Python. Python OOPS concepts, where you are having one class and different kinds of methods are defined, and you are calling parent-child relationships. Python sub-processes, Python basically changing the data, hit the endpoint, get the data, manipulate the data. Python real-time coding, in the sense DSA medium level of coding, is also asked for a DevOps and SRE engineers. If you are agreeing with me, like the video and put it in the comment section your recent questions that you have received as a DevOps and SRE engineer in terms of coding, so that people can try to know. Now, the next topic is server administration. Now, here comes Linux, Unix, or Windows, but majority of the people are looking at Linux system administration. Now, because I am an RHCSA certified, I would suggest you all to make sure that you are going over various kinds of scenarios of Linux systems. Let's say patching, networking, file user management, disk management, and at the same time the applications process level of management in terms of Linux systems. Go ahead with CentOS or Ubuntu, which are very important for any kind of DevOps engineers, because all the applications which you get from the development team are deployed on these kind of machines only. The third part is network and security. As I have told you, people are very much hungry to know what are your networking skills. So make sure that you are knowing about TCP, IP, fundamentals, protocols such as DNS, HTTP, HTTPS, file transfer protocol, secure file transfer protocol, SSLs. All those things are very, very much important. Make sure that you are knowing about SSL, TLS concepts, how the handshakes are working, how one system is talking with another system in terms of data getting transferred. Very, very much important. The third point are again servers. Now, in terms of servers, there are two types of servers or databases, I can say. One is caching servers, one is database servers. If you are a DevOps engineer, this is also very important. Why I am telling, just listen to this scenario. You are a DevOps engineer and you are supposed to work on caching part of an application. Now, cache is something like, you are hitting www.heydevops.in, where we have launched the Prime Batch 10, which is going to start in next few weeks of December. So if you are someone who is looking to grab 75% off on your enrollment at very low cost with 20 real-time projects and various kinds of roadmaps that I am telling here will be there in the batch 10. Along with that, 30 assignments, one-to-one dedicated mentorship, job support, guidance, resume reviews, mock interviews, one-to-one mentorships. All those things are in batch 10. So make sure you check the link in the description and enroll yourselves. Now coming back to this, when you are hitting www.heydevops.in, how the entire traffic is went to the server. In the first time, when you are hitting with the registered mobile number and you are logging to the website, the first time the data gets hit to the direct database of the server, because the first time you are trying to log in into the server. Now, in the second time, when you are logging into the server, above the server, there is something like cache. Cache is something like your temporary memory for your application where all the data is stored. So the second time when I am hitting www.heydevops.in with my phone number, I will not be talking with the database. I'll be talking with the cache. So very much important in terms of database. You can go with MySQL database, MongoDB database, Cassandra database, AWS DynamoDB database. These all are database very much important. MySQL, and you can go with Cassandra if you are looking for any kind of help or opportunity with respect to databases. You can join batch 10 because we are covering databases also. Infrastructure as code, point number 5 here. Your configure management, containerization, infrastructure provisioning are very much important. So all these things will be coming under maintenance of infrastructure, creating of infrastructure, managing of your containers, rolling out of systems, all those things. So first is Terraform. Under the Terraform, as you are aware, there are various kinds of clouds. Let's say like one is Google Cloud, one is AWS, one is one is Azure. So like you can say like AWS Cloud Formation, ARM templates, Google Deployment Manager. But the primary one which you need to know is Terraform. Terraform is one-stop solution for any kind of infrastructure rollouts. In this also, people are trying to ask what are Terraform lifecycle policies, what are your coding structure for Terraform, have you used modules in Terraform or not, what kind of code you have written for Terraform, how complex it was, how are the state files managed in the Terraform. These all things are very much important. Coming on to the Kubernetes or container management, Kubernetes is there, OpenShift is there, Nomad is there, Docker Swarm is there. Among all the 4, Kubernetes is top priority, because if you are seeing the Walmart category structure also, Walmart is using multi-cloud Kubernetes environment. It has GKE, Google Kubernetes Engine. At the same time, Azure Kubernetes Service, AKS. So to two platforms, it is deploying its application. So Kubernetes is top notch. Coming on to the containerization, you have Docker and LXC, but Docker is very much important because whatever the application you are going to create as a Java code or Node.js code or any kind of code, that is converted finally into a container and then it is deployed as a pod in the Kubernetes. So make sure that you are knowing Docker. If I have to tell about the configuration management, Ansible is playing an important role here. We have Ansible, Puppet, Chef, SaltStack. Very few companies are using SaltStack, but one important thing is Ansible is must and should. Like how the Ansible playbooks are written, what type of automations you have done, how the things you are doing in your organization in real-time experience, they will be looking at. Now the 6th point is CICD. Many of the people are telling CICD is not DevOps. That's true. CICD is the part of DevOps. CICD is not completely DevOps. CICD is part of DevOps. So you need to know, like there are many CI/CD tools, continuous integration and continuous deployment, Jenkins, TeamCity, Travis CI, AWS Code Pipeline, Google Cloud Build, GitLab CI, Bitbucket Pipeline, and GitHub Actions. Among all this, Jenkins and GitHub Actions are the one mostly used by the organizations. My preference will be first go with the Jenkins if you are very beginner, then go with GitHub Actions if you are beginner to pro level of person. So these are the 6 things which we have seen. If we go to monitoring and login, which is very much important, monitoring of the applications, monitoring of the cloud, monitoring of the infra, monitoring of the entire setup is in the hands of DevOps and SRE engineers. So in terms of monitoring, you have Zabbix, Prometheus, Grafana, Datadog, New Relic, Checkmarx. Checkmarx is a little bit of your security tool, but okay, that's fine, we can keep it. Zabbix, Prometheus, and Grafana are the top 3 priority tools which every company is using. Apart from this, if you know any other tools, make sure to comment in the comment section. Coming on to logging, we have ELK, Splunk, Greylog. I would suggest you to go with Splunk and ELK. These 2 tools are very much important. And the 8th point is cloud. In terms of cloud, AWS is there, Azure is there, GCP is there, OpenStack is there, Ali Cloud is there, IBM Bluemix is there. Now, in terms of the clouds, one important thing for you, start with AWS, because in AWS, the documents are there, the projects are open source, the support is good, the billing will be less, and at the same time, you will get plenty of mentors who will be teaching AWS. But if you are looking for Azure also, the batch 10 contains both the clouds. So check out all the links in the description. So that's the things for the roadmap. Now coming on to the certifications. The certifications which I'm going to tell you is again based on my experience, which I have cracked companies, whatever I have told you in the recent times. Also, I have cracked few of the companies. All the interview scenarios will be given to you as part of this video. Now, in terms of certifications, the market, what the market is demanding, you are a product, you want to sell yourself. So make sure that you are going to sell yourself in the market. So you need to make sure that you being the product, how much you can sell yourself. So the first certification which is going to help you is Red Hat Linux System Administration. Any kind of area you can go, take the help of the Red Hat training institutes, get your certification done. Make sure that all the questions you just remember in your mind while doing it or practicing it, and make sure that you know everything, because in RHCSA all the topics will be covered whatever is asked in the interview. The second certification you can go with is Kubernetes certifications. In Kubernetes, I would definitely recommend certified Kubernetes administration, because most of the interviews, whatever I have faced in the last 2 months, let's say August, September, October, people are asking about administrative tasks. How do you manage your Kubernetes cluster? What are the type of nodes you are using? How the scaling of the node happens? What will happen if one of the Kubernetes cluster is down? What are the things that if one node is down, how the pods are getting rescheduled in the other node? So these all things are the Kubernetes admin part. So make sure that you are knowing. The third certification which I would suggest is Terraform Associate. Make sure that you are knowing, because in this all the interview questions are covered, as well as you will get the hands-on in this. The fourth certification, if you really want to go and if you have a little bit more money and budget, go with any one of the cloud certification. Go with AWS, because AWS has plenty of resources, dumps, you can learn from them and attempt in the interview. And finally, make sure that your resumes are following the same patterns which I have attached here. I have attached all the links how you can make the resumes very better and proper. So check out the description for my Walmart and Infosys resume and make accordingly. It will really help you in scaling up the things that you are learning. So that's all for today's video. I hope you have liked the video. Make sure that you have liked. Make sure to check out the links of the batch 10 and share the channel link with your friends. 2025 is coming in just 20 more days. So I request everyone to work hard, support your parents, have the willpower of completing all the things that you are having in your roadmap. Also, if you are at your home, you can use some wall where you are having the preparation roadmap. By the time you wake up from your bed, it will be very good to see like what are the roadmap, what are the things that you have to do in that day. It will really help you to know. I have my whiteboard where I used to write everything in the marker while I was doing the job search, and also I prepared the notebook. I have my notebook also. So that's all for today's video. Like the video, share the channel link with your friends, and don't forget to join the batch 10 if you are liking the content energy, and check out the placements in the description. Until then, take care. Bye.